Live from Latham, New York. It's time for the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show from the world headquarters of WAJZ, Voorheesville.
It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah.
Okay, what's going on, everybody? I'm Scott.
And I'm Bill.
And this is
The Bill and Scott Cubicle Show.
Epi 43. Here we are. We at it, people. So, Bill has a nice little fun fact for you.
We're gonna
Even though it's
kick
not
off.
Fun Fact Friday on Billy the Kid in
It's
the morning.
Major Fact Monday,
Major
my
Fact
man.
Monday. So, give them that fact real quick.
all right,
before
so-
we get into this Kevin Hart and Donald Glover and talk.
30 years ago today, DuckTales
What?
premiered.
Duck-
Yep, and I learned that from Time Hop.
What's DuckTales?
Thanks, Time Hop. It was a cartoon that had Scrooge McDuck and Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and shoot. What was the pilot's name? He was also in Tailspin, right?
I wasn't allowed to watch cartoons.
Really?
Yeah.
You're making that up.
No, my parents would not allow me to watch cartoons.
So you never watched Gummy Bears?
I don't even know what they are. I didn't even
Darkwing
have a
Duck?
TV. I wasn't
Oh
even
wait,
watching.
Baloo was Baloo. The Baloo was the
I think
pilot
we
in Tailspin.
first got a TV when I was 17 years old. I am lying.
Yeah, you're full of
100%
beans. What?
here.
Okay.
I threw you off so much. Your
You
mind
did.
was going
Well,
a million miles
'cause
per
I'm-
hour. You're trying to figure stuff. I know.
I'm trying to figure
but,
out
yeah.
what your your tricks. I'm trying to figure out who the pilot was. If I'm confusing the pilot from Darkwing Duck with the pilot from DuckTales, and if the pilot from DuckTales was also the pilot from Tailspin, which was Baloo, which I do remember because I used to watch all these shows. And then there was Gummy Bears on top of that. Which, by the way, when I was 5 years old, the Fox affiliate took it off the station, so I wrote them a letter, and I was like, "What happened to Gummy Bears?" And they actually wrote me a letter back.
Did
They
they
were very
really?
polite. They were like, "Yeah, we just unfortunately we don't carry that in our programming anymore." I was like, darn it.
Was that signed by their president?
Yeah, I don't remember who it was, but I'm sure I still have it somewhere. By the way, I've been time hopping for 40 days in a row, and my little dude says I'm rooming on into my 40th day. I just thought that was really cute, and I wanted to share it with you.
Cool.
So-
Time hopper.
Yep.
Okay, so Kevin Hart.
Oh, this is
You
juicy.
break down that Kevin
This is
Hart.
rich. All right, Kevin Hart. We'll call it the cheating timeline. 'Cause I'm gonna- okay,
Mm.
Allegedly, again, everything on the show is allegedly, but I think that this case is pretty open and shut. Honestly, back in July 6th was his birthday.
Okay.
And the night of his birthday, he was spotted in the parking lot of a hotel with a woman who is not his pregnant wife, just like chilling in the car. Nothing bad going on, but apparently he'd been out partying all night, and this woman was with him.
Right, and everybody was saying that they were called kissing and everything in
Right?
the car,
Yeah.
right?
What are you doing? What do you do with a woman who's not your wife at a hotel at 5 in the morning? It was like 5 in the morning when they were photographed
Looking
together.
for some soda or something.
Yeah,
It's
they were probably out
obvious.
getting some soft drinks.
Yeah. There's 2 beds in a hotel room.
So that became a big thing for a little
Sure,
bit.
they
but
used both of them.
He kind of just, he kind of just played it all. He almost ignored it. He just was like, shh. He didn't even really address it
Yeah.
very much until now. On Saturday, he made this video apologizing to his wife and children, but also it seemed like mostly apologizing to his fans because I think he mentioned that he had already apologized to them.
Right.
And he said, here's the quote from him. He made a bad error in judgment,
Okay.
and that he put himself in an environment where only bad things can happen, and they did. And that's about as specific as he got. He didn't mention any details. He didn't say, I was unfaithful or I was cheating or anything like that. He just said that he made an error in judgment and put himself in a bad spot.
See, now here's my thing, right? So, allegedly it was, 2 girls, right?
I think it was 2 different girls. Yeah, recently he was caught.
It wasn't
he was-
a menage?
No.
Not a Nikki, but
so
a
on his
menage?
birthday there was 1 girl, and then on his wife's birthday, apparently there were multiple women. He went out to like Vegas and was partying and allegedly, getting busy with like drinking, doing drugs, and getting with women. So he was basically saying that like, yeah, drinking and being drugged up is going to lead to bad decisions.
And then they were like extorting him, saying like, "Hey, give us $1 million,
That's-
or we'll put out the video of you cheating on your wife." And
That's where it gets really juicy.
now, here's my thing. $1 million for, I think they went a little too high to try to extort him, because $1 million, even though he still has a bunch of money, I don't think he's giving up $1 million that easily for cheating. Especially when him and his wife got together out of cheating. Because if you remember, Kevin Hart cheated on his ex-wife with the girl I believe that he's currently
Yep.
with right now. So
Right.
I mean, you could just say that's karma right there going around, blah blah blah, and all that stuff. So the cheating history that's there. We know that he's a cheater. But so maybe if they did like 100,000 whatever, he might have done that. But why does Kevin feel the need to come on out and apologize to like his fans and put out video explaining it? Like that's something you should be talking to your wife about behind closed doors. Like why do we care?
Here's
Stop
why.
trying to paint this perfect image. Like
Here's
I
why.
hate it.
Because according to TMZ, the extortionist, is that what you call him?
Yeah.
I know you call him a contortionist, but extortionist. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. The demand went up to 8 figures before, like we're talking at least $10 million is what this person wanted, at least. And that's when Kevin Hart had to go to the cops because it was like, this is getting out of hand.
Right.
Now that's a lot of money, and he had to go to the cops, so it was going to go public anyway. So he's trying to save his image. The really fun part of all this, I think, is that whoever, and this is presumably a female, this person, I guess she like runs in the same social circles as Kevin Hart, and that's how she has this video. Nobody knows who it is.
Okay.
This anonymous person says that the whole reason he did that Hurricane Harvey celebrity donation challenge thing, like I'm donating $25,000, I'm challenging all these people to donate $25,000, was not to raise money for the hurricane, but to make himself look like a good guy because he knew this was coming.
And I could argue that the way he did that to raise the money came across to make him look like a douche.
Even worse.
Yeah.
Like, look at me, I'm donating money.
Yeah,
I'm
you
Kevin
should
Hart, I'm
donate.
donating
If
money.
you want to be cool like me, donate too.
Yeah.
Well, number one is that, do you believe once a cheater, always a cheater? Because this kind of proves it.
I didn't used to, but my opinion on that is slowly changing.
And
Yeah.
what cardinal rule was broken more? The being faithful in marriage? Or what stays in Vegas? Or what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas?
Cardinal rule of marriage is more important. But then again, as you pointed out, his current wife was his mistress when he was married to his previous wife. Like, he left his wife for this new wife. So, I mean, come on. You never want to be with somebody who's going to leave someone else for you, because they're
Yeah.
just going to leave you for someone else.
The cycle of life.
Once a cheater, always a cheater.
The
I
circle
guess,
of cheating.
that closes the loop. I think he's guilty. I mean, again, he hasn't admitted it, and I don't think he will, but...
No, I don't think you will either. We also have the Fuller House twins. It just came out how much money they're making. Since we're on the money topic right now, so these little boys, how old are they? Do they even say
They're
how
like
old they are here?
9?
They're 2-year-old. The
Yeah.
2-year-old twins. They're way less than 9.
I was going to say, where did I get that number 9 from? But...
I don't watch Fuller House. I never really watched Full House. I
haven't
know
watched
enough
Fuller
about it
House.
to know what the show
Yeah.
is, everything, you know what I mean? But Fuller House, so that's the one that's on Netflix now. They have the 2 boys on it. They're 2 years old. They're twins, and they're each making $9,000 per episode.
That's where I got the number 9 from. I was
9,000.
thinking 9,000 per episode. Well, when you think about that, John just said, that's it. But for being 2 years old, it's not a lot of money,
Yeah.
but 9,000 per episode.
It's not like they're acting.
Right. They're toddling about.
Yeah, they're just being little kids wandering around, being brats. That's why you need to have 2 of them, because they're brats, and like then one of them's going to complain, so you got to swap it out with the one that's not complaining.
So let's compare, right, to the Olsen twins.
Okay, so what did the Olsen twins
Well,
make?
let's get John's opinion. John, where's your mug?
Oh.
First of all, the Olsen twins were only one. There was only one that was on the show, but both of them played each other because they could get around the child laws. They weren't
Nah.
both on the show. There's only one of them.
You mean to tell me that there's some kind of conspiracy cover-up where only one
I
of them
think
was
so.
actually acting?
Do the
Yeah, there was only one on the show.
Well, there was only one kid.
Oh, yeah,
there was
wait,
only one
no, I'm
character, but
confusing the new twins with the
swapped
old
them.
twins, because both the twins are on this one, right?
both
On
of the
Fuller
twins
House?
play twins on this show,
I don't think
right?
they were the twins, the Olsen twins, on the show.
They played Michelle.
Yes.
They both played one character.
Yes.
Right, yes, that's correct.
How much did the Olsen twins make at first?
All right, so...
They're worth $1 billion now.
They're worth a lot of
Billion,
money now.
damn.
So, okay, so in 1989, they were making $4,000 per
In
episode
1989?
each.
That's a lot of money in 1989.
Right. That I want to
That's
say
a
that
lot of money
inflation
nowadays to
is
get
more than
per episode.
like $9,000 in today's world. But then that was negotiated at some undetermined point up to $25,000 per episode, and then by the time the show ended in the early 90s, they were making $80,000 each per
Wow,
episode.
that's insane.
$80,000 in early 90s money each. for a couple of young children.
Do you think they complained like, hey, I worked more than you did this week. You were crying too much, and they had me out there more. No, I'm just kidding. That's stupid.
Probably not. They're probably too young
Yeah,
to
they
even
don't even
understand
know
what was
that
going
stuff.
on. It was probably just a game to them.
What happened with Donald Glover last night at the Emmys?
Donald Glover made history by being the first African American to win an Emmy for outstanding directing for a comedy series for his show Atlanta. Have you watched Atlanta?
I love Atlanta.
Okay, I
Great
want to start
show.
watching it, but I don't know
Amazing
how to
show.
get into it. Is it on any streaming services? Because I think Donald Glover is hilarious.
I think it's on Hulu.
Okay, perfect.
I'm pretty sure it's on Hulu. If not, it's on Netflix. It's on either or.
Okay, because and you watch Community, right?
I love Community.
Right, where Donald Glover got a start on TV.
Listen, Donald Glover is one of my favorite like actors, comedians, musicians. Like
Very talented fellow.
I'm almost at a Stan level, except I can critique him.
Yeah, right.
And Stan can't critique the people.
My major criticism of Donald Glover would be that he left Community to do his Childish Gambino thing, which, I mean, you gotta spread your wings and fly. But I did love him on Community, so that was a loss for that show.
I wish he would come back and do like a quick couple season Community Netflix thing.
Yeah,
I think that would be
well,
really cool.
I think that they have to make a movie eventually because, the whole thing throughout the run of the show was 6 seasons in a movie, and they've done their 6 seasons. Now they got to make their movie. I'm sure it'll happen someday.
So, Childish Gambino, Donald Glover, shout out to him. I also guess they missed a bunch of people, and like when they honor and celebrate the people that have passed away throughout the year. What do they call that segment?
The In Memoriam. There it is.
They missed a
There's
bunch of
the
people
mug.
in it.
I just want to say one thing. I'm sorry to interrupt your show.
Oh no, by
Go
all
ahead.
means.
But it's a Monday after a nice weekend.
Great weekend.
And, last weekend, all you heard was chirp, 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 chirp. That was Jets and Bills fans. Oh, today you don't hear any of those losers talking about anything.
Did the Patriots win yesterday?
The Patriots won.
Big time.
The Bills lost. Choked.
The Bills lost? Wow.
And the Jets lost.
Oh, no way. The Jets lost?
Ah.
I never would have thought the Jets would have lost.
See, I don't care about
No, I'm
football
just kidding.
whatsoever.
Jets are
so
horrible. That's just being sarcastic. They
surprise.
suck.
Can't get under my skin.
Yeah, I
with this
guess
stuff.
they missed a few people. I can't find it right now, but there's like 4 big people I guess they missed, including Charlie Murphy,
Oh,
that they missed, like in celebrating the people as their faces flash up and everything.
who's Charlie Murphy?
He's Charlie Murphy. He's on Dave Chappelle's show, comedian.
Okay, yes.
Eddie Murphy's
Sorry.
brother. I don't know if he's younger or
Yes,
older brother,
right.
but Eddie
Yep.
Murphy's brother, all that stuff.
That's right.
Wow.
Wow, now I look like an idiot.
Yeah, you totally look like
Shouldn't
an
have
idiot.
said that. I should have kept that to myself. I
You
should have been like,
should've.
hey, I'm going to play this, move on to the next segment and then ask you when we get off the air. But it's too late now. The cat's out of the bag. Yeah. Thanks, Jay. Thanks for the daily encouragement.
Another record-breaking thing this weekend is that It movie,
Mm,
which you can't spell it with. Never mind.
you can't spell it without I. Yeah.
I wasn't gonna say that. I was gonna say something and basically say I was gonna say you can't spell S word without it, and that's how I describe this movie.
Oh, did you see it?
No, but I
Oh,
don't
I
like
wanna
clowns,
see it. I haven't
so
seen it. I haven't had a
it's
chance.
the S word.
It made $60 million over the weekend, which for the second weekend of a horror movie, that's really good. Like
It
they
was
usually,
the movie of the weekend.
yeah, they usually have pretty good openings if there's a lot of buzz, but then they drop off steeply after week one. And I mean, it made $100 million last weekend, so it was a drop off, but like 60 million is still really good. And then the newest, the Jennifer Lawrence movie that came out, Mother, Darren Aronofsky,
Yeah.
the guy that did Black Swan, that bombed. It made $7.5 million, which is the lowest opening for a Jennifer Lawrence
See,
movie
that
ever.
movie I don't think is really Jennifer Lawrence's fan base is really ready
No,
for that
no,
yet. I
that's-
think that's still like a 10-year down the line movie for Jennifer Lawrence
Yeah.
because I still think a lot of her fans are 13,
The
12,
Hunger Games
10
crowd
years.
that's
I
growing
think,
up.
yeah, I'd say about
Yeah.
10 to like 22,
Mhm.
24-ish maybe.
I'd say that's a fair
I'd say
assumption.
that's her big core demo, so I think she needs a few more years before she does Mother. But I don't recall Black Swan doing that big when it first came out.
It had a lot of awards buzz, but I don't think it was like a huge smash.
So this
So
could
this could
end
be the
up
same
being
thing.
a movie for
The-
her that's like, you
right.
know,
The
really
artistic
exactly.
zenith, the magnum opus.
Like you sacrifice it for
right,
the art.
exactly, that kind of thing. Man, Black Swan was a freaking weird movie. I kind of want to see Mother just based on how weird Black
I
Swan
want to see
was.
Mother because I love Jennifer Lawrence, and I will say it again. Jen, let's go get some pizza.
Yo,
I'll buy.
that was the best bit of the day, according to the live studio audience here. They're still laughing.
Listen, I've been trying. She says she wants a regular guy. I'm regular.
I can vouch.
I'm regular.
Super regular.
I'm regular. All right. Anything else to throw in this week?
Nah, I think.
Please tag Jennifer Lawrence in this video and tell her that I want to go out
Yeah,
on it.
if
Go out to
anybody
get some
knows.
pizza. Just some pizza.
If you got a connection somehow.
Just some pizza.
You
Is
know,
there
if you
anything
know a
wrong
friend
with
of a
that?
friend, send a good word. Oh, she's dating the guy that
She just
did
called.
Mothers
She said
out there.
piece
Oh.
of
They're dating.
She just called. She said piece of what?
Uh-oh. She's got J. Scott syndrome.
A piece of it. Like the
Pizza?
It movie.
I barely even know her.
Okay, ladies and gents. So, till tomorrow, we'll be back out at 10:30 on the dot Eastern Time.
Yo, we should do some stand-up. Because that's the only time zone that matters.
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm just reveling
That's
in
like
all
your.
this-
We
in all
only
this
have
praise
like
from the
3
rest of the
cue
office.
points for this whole show, and you don't even hit them.
I'm sorry, I was distracted, okay? The public adores our routine, and I was just appreciating it.
Well, thank you, office.
Yeah, thank you.
We love you all.
Okay,
All right. So,
tomorrow.
oh yeah, MacBook. You
Oh,
can still
Mac
win
to
yourself
school,
a
yeah.
MacBook Pro. Friday afternoon, we give away another MacBook Pro. Get qualified weekdays
2 o'clock.
in the
Yeah.
hour. Yeah, somewhere in 2:00 hour. Okay. Bye.
1 Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show! That's what I'm talking about, boy! Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah? Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah! Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Not a rectangle show. Not a triangle show. Not a pyramid show. It's a cubicle show. Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah? Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah! Cubicle Show. We just got 1